Connor in tonight?
We wish. Not quite ready.
Some positive signs, obviously. You had alluded to the fact that maybe things were moving along here. Do you have a sense on a realistic timeline?
I don't. We talked. He was on the ice today. I have not talked to TD, but hopefully it's sooner than what we initially thought. But tonight, no, and we'll day to day, maybe a week. We'll see.
This is we always hear, and I guess I've seen how driven he is. Is his drive also noticeable when it comes to injuries? How he's like, you got to hold him back almost. It sounds like, as opposed to have to in any way prod him.
Well, it's he's a competitor. He wants to be out on the ice. He wants to be helping the team win, and obviously he knows his body, and the doctors are giving him their medical advice, and ultimately it's going to come down to when the doctors think it's best for him to come back. And I know all those top players, or any player, it's in their DNA that they want to be on the ice for the games and helping their teammates. And it's any injury, whether it's 1 or 2 or months, it's not easy for the players.
What have you seen from your team offensively in the last 2 games without Connor that's allowed in these last 2 games?
I've seen Leon really step up. He's played extremely well in the 2 games. He's been our best player. Offensively, I thought we were pretty good all around. I think all 4 lines were contributing in the Nashville game. In the Calgary game, I think we could have seen some more from other lines. But, I think our game needs to simplify and get more shots in the net and the traffic and protect the puck in the offensive zone a little more, rather than just being a one and done where you look for that strike, that pass the slot, and it's not there, it gets picked off, now you have to defend. It's a balance on taking advantage of those looks and getting them out of position. But if you grind them down, you spend more time in the offensive zone, you're going to draw more penalties, you're going to spend more time in the offensive zone, and you're going to have to defend less. It's just better for our game in the long run.
Connor used the word polish to run out in the offensive zone. Kind of figuring that out and fine-tuning things a little bit. Do you see that too? A little bit more polish around the net?
Well, absolutely. We were very unfortunate about not scoring early in the game, or early in the season, and now that we're I don't know if we've been having more scoring chances than we did before, but we are finishing at a higher rate. A little bit of that is maybe just focus, bearing down, maybe a little bit of luck, their goaltender not being as sharp as other goaltenders were at the start of the season. Probably a combination of all those things. But definitely these last couple of games, we have been able to just capitalize on our opportunities.
Kris, when Connor's not there and they don't have that drop pass to Connor just to carry the puck in the other team, does that Leon can do it, but Connor skates the fast? Does that change the way the puck plays?
Well, anytime you have the puck in Connor's hands, entering the line is dramatically improves. But we do have some players that are very capable of carrying the puck into the zone. Obviously, Leon is good at it. Other guys on our team, we've got Skinner's done it a lot. Arvidsson has done it in the past and with power plays. But when you're looking at probably the best in the league and you don't have that, it looks different.
What do you like about 2 defensemen on that first team?
I guess it simplifies our power play, getting more shot mentality. They're working things out, and we haven't had very much power play time in these couple games that they've been playing together.
Have you found that Podkol's in on that line? There's a little bit like he's starting to maybe find his line mates a little bit, and there's some more kind of plays there that he's more comfortable with. What have you seen?
I've seen he's got a lot of confidence. He's been making a lot of nice plays, but I think what we really like about Pods with that group is just the things that he does. One is he gets to the net. You need a net presence. Maybe there might be a better player for that role to be on that line, but everyone's got to have a kind of a role and bring something to the table, and one is going to the net. He goes to the net when we have possession in the offensive zone. That is important. Another one is just creating turnovers, and you look at 2 goals, one in Nashville and the other one in Calgary, creating a turnover off the forecheck, and he did that with those opening goals in both those games. So little intangibles like that are very important. Another one is just, he's been good defensively. Another one is the importance of on the breakouts, getting the puck into a skilled centerman's hands like Leon's, being able to break the puck out rather than just chip, chase, get in the forecheck all the time and being able to make the plays. And, I think he's done a good job of balancing on when to make the pass and when there's nothing there and chipping in and going forecheck. I think he's been making good decisions.
So did you, when you were coaching Connor in junior, you broke his hand at one time? Was he just telling you he was going to play no matter when he had a bad hand?
No, there was obviously
Couldn't play then?
he couldn't. It was always about. He was able to come back just in time for the World Juniors, and so our time with him was out of the timeline of him joining us. But obviously it was not easy for him. But the doctor's recommendations of him not coming back obviously wasn't get him in there early.
Kris, can you explain the rationale behind the role change for Brett Kulak and more ice time over the last 5 games or so? 4 or 5 games?
Brett's been. You look at our deep pairs last year and this year, and he's slotted in as our third left-handed defenseman, but he's been relied on a lot more in big games. You look at the playoffs; his minutes increased, his role, whether that was on the penalty kill, more 5-on-5 shifts. Obviously we're missing some defensemen from last year, and we've got some new guys coming in, and we're balancing on how everything fits. And we've always felt that Brett could always handle more responsibilities, more ice time, and he's getting some of that right now.
Yeah, he was unsure last year about how the right side would go. He hadn't really done it before. He has some experience now. Do you see a bit of an improvement or a bit of sharpening to his game on that side when he's had to go that?
I think he can handle whatever side we put him on. I think he's more natural and more comfortable on the left side. But most of it is positionless. Like, you look at how many times a play is happening, and whether you're in the defensive zone or in the offensive zone, players get switched up. And so whether you're playing left side or right side, you're always going to be flipped at some point.
And what about the pay for him? Because he's done a lot more this year than last. And what do you see from him?
We relied on him quite a bit last year, be on the right side on the penalty kill through the playoffs, and he did extremely well. And this year, same thing. Been on the left side and the right side. There are a couple times it makes it more difficult playing your offside, just about where your stick position is. But I think he's a smart, mobile guy that can figure things out.
Derek Ryan will be playing tonight.
Derek Ryan will be playing. Stetcher will be back, I guess.
Kris, off topic, Devil's Radio. I work with good Saskatchewan boy, Chico Reich. Can you tell me a little something about Beerfield, Saskatchewan?
I don't know. It's where I grew up. It's a wonderful town, small, just a place I'm certainly proud to call home. And I don't know. It's just a nice community where just nice place to grow up. I really value that I grew up there.
Ranching, is that what your family did, or farming?
Farming, yeah. Grain farming was, but no cattle, so not a ranch. But it was grain farm. That's where I grew up. Yes.
And last, if I could ask, what did you learn? What did that lesson farming do for you?
I think I think a lot of things, but work ethic, obviously, of doing, working long hours days, sunrise, sunset, and often beyond that. And often doing a lot of jobs that aren't glamorous, but needing to be done. And I think those lessons, I appreciate, not at the time, but now I do.